Back everybody to the Now Morning Show here on TTT. We are also live on Talk City 91.1 FM, on Facebook at TTT Live Online, and also on YouTube. And if you see behind me, the artist in residence, Patrice Kwamina, is setting up, and we'll be chatting with her a little bit later on this morning to see some of what she's going to do for us. Remember, on Fridays we have Artist in Residence and Fit on a Friday. All right, so the North American Boarding School Fair is taking place at the Hyatt Regency on April 13th, 2019. And what is that all about? I understand it's an opportunity for people to look at opportunities outside of Trinidad and Tobago to go to school. I understand there are also scholarship offers, so people can go down and check that out. I have with me Mr. Michael Walker, who is the host and founder of the North American Boarding School Fair. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I was tired. Came
Tired?
in late last night.
But I'm glad that you're here this morning to tell us about this College Fair 2019.
I'm happy, and thanks for the opportunity.
It's a pleasure. So, first of all, you founded this fair. Why?
Because I think education is in the realm where it's moving in different directions, and you have students in the Caribbean, because we do have a fair in Cayman, Jamaica, and Bahamas, and we're looking at Trinidad and the Southern Caribbean, because education in itself is no longer chalk and talk. We have children who have learning differences that we in the Caribbean are not yet ready to address. So it's an opportunity to diversify education, and doing that, these North American boarding schools have some substantial amount of finances to support a child in Trinidad. It's not only for the elite, but for probably the poorest child in Trinidad. Once that child fits all the criteria needed to attend a school like this, the school will fund them.
Yeah. But when you say boarding school, what does that mean?
As it means, boarding, you go away, you live there 10 months out of the year, and you come home on breaks. You come home on Thanksgiving, you come home for spring, and of course you come home for the summer.
Yeah. And now over 10 American and Canadian schools will be represented at this event on April 13th.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. How did you get these schools to come across?
Well, I personally worked in a boarding school in North America for about 15 years, and this is just the initial fair we're going to have in Trinidad, because we're looking to make it an annual event. In the other destinations I mentioned, we have 50 schools that turn up.
50.
All right, and it's a big thing in that part of the Caribbean where a lot of children go away, and also they have extremely good college preparatory programs, as well as good program for athletes. So you have good soccer players, and I've actually recruited soccer players from Trinidad in the past who have gone away and gone to boarding schools, and these schools mirror universities. They have 5 classes. It's the same ad drop thing when you start. It's the same setup as a university. So it's a really good stepping stone for a child going away and getting ready. And these schools sometimes use the term college preparatory school, because it's exactly just, and it's also a good place for a child to get culturally aware and get aware of what college is like, going to a school like this and being away from home.
This is a good opportunity.
Very good opportunity.
For what age group?
I would say 13 to 17.
13 to 17. The parents may not want their 13 to 17-year-olds.
Well, you don't have to go. You can go at any grade. And from 9 through 11, you can go at any grade.
Right.
It's not necessarily that you have to go. And you can spend 2 years. You can spend 4 years. So it's optional to parents.
But when it comes to funding for things like these, is the scholarship?
All right. The word scholarship, I don't want to take it out of context, because it's actually financial, need-based financial aid. Need-based meaning if you earn millions of dollars, you'll have to pay full. But if a family earns minimum wage, that will, so it's calculated based upon your income. So that's why it's need-based.
Right.
And they have very substantial budgets.
Oh, so people can come and check that out.
For sure.
It's at Hyatt Regency on April 13th. What time?
I think it's 4. I'm not sure.
4 p.m.?
Yes, 4 p.m.
And is it an event that you have to get a ticket for?
No, you just walk in. Most people have registered online. And if you come to the door and you weren't registered, it's not a problem. I'll be there. I'll take your information, hopefully, properly. Because we do it online because we tend to get a lot of wasted emails. One mistake in an email, and that's useless. So we normally ask people to do it online at bettywalker.com.
So people can go on and check
online,
it out.
Yes, and register.
Right. What is the ultimate goal of this fair?
Ultimate goal is to give Trinidadians an opportunity to diversify. Somebody who doesn't want to go through CXCs, do CAPE, they can, because, for instance, my own child, she finished CXCs and she went to a very prestigious boarding school, and she was introduced to architecture, forensic science. You know, so their core offerings are far wider than what we have to offer. And you know, if the child is looking to go to North America, it's a good place to go to get acclimatized, so to speak, to go on to university.
And it's a good opportunity, as you mentioned, for people to get used to different cultures as well.
Exactly.
And, bring back something to Trinidad and Tobago after, who knows?
Well, that's my biggest dream, that all these Caribbean children who go away will come back and help to build the Caribbean.
Yeah. And if, other than the website to register, any other place for people to go and get any more information on this?
Well, no. My website is the one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. All right, Mr. Michael Walker, thank you very much for coming in and chatting with us, telling us about the College Fair 2019. And, I want to wish you all the very best with this, and hopefully we get a lot of young people coming out and checking it out with their parents.
Okay.
All right, so the North American Boarding School Fair will take place at the Hyatt Regency on April 13th, 2019, 4 p.m. Remember, you can check out the website to get more information.
Sure.
And what's the website again?
It's Betty Walker, B-E-D-I, Walker, .com.
All right, and there you have it. You can check it out, go register, or you could just go down to Hyatt Regency at the door and get the information.
And just ask them where the fair is being held.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Michael Walker, for joining us.